Tessie.
Hi, Hanny.
Hi, daughters.
Hi, daughters. I feel weird without the headphones.
Yeah, put them on.
It feels like there's not actually a podcast being recorded. It feels like I'm just talking to you.
That would be horrible.
I know. We would never want that.
What's going on?
I actually wrote some stuff down.
Okay, well,
My phone's across the room.
do you want to go get it and start over?
Yeah.
Okay. My fiance's texting me about what the birds are doing.
Oh, your fiance's texting you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're engaged?
I remember we were having this conversation one time about how it sounds so much cooler to say my wife
Oh my God.
than to say my husband.
It's so much cooler to say my wife than my husband.
Yeah.
My husband's like, my husband.
It's so embarrassing.
My wife is like assertive. It's like, my wife. My wife says I can't do that. When you hear my husband says I can't do that, it's like, oh, abuse.
Yeah. And when the wife says you can't do that, it's like, okay, well, obviously she has a good reason.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to What Mom Say.
Welcome.
I'm Tess Vergolt,
I'm Hannah Vergolt.
and we're back.
Back and better than ever, baby.
What do you guys think? Do you think it's cooler to say my wife or my husband?
Yeah, let us know. Also, every time we ask a question, no one answers it.
Start answering. We've had some comments recently.
Okay.
It's mostly on our Reddit stories, but guys, I don't know if you know this because you're only watching that part. We have a whole other podcast where we don't do any of that.
Yeah. So,
Where we talk about moms with people. We talk to real people and we get stories from the source.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also going to say, please follow us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching. Follow us on Spotify if you're listening there, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. We're actually on everything. We're even on like weird ones.
Yeah, we are on the weird ones. So if you're on one of the weird ones, hey,
Hi, I Googled us the other day.
what did Google say?
Well, we're the only thing called What Mom Say on the internet.
Well, that's good. And I think we also checked that before we started this, right?
Yeah.
Sort of.
But AI Overview gave me an AI overview of our podcast. You want to hear it?
Yeah, sure. Tell me what evil AI said.
Okay. AI Overview. This is from Google, so it's Gemini. And I don't really trust Geminis. What Mom Say is a comedy podcast hosted by sisters Tess and Hannah Vergolt, featuring stories about their mother and navigating life's absurdities. Recent episodes include discussions with comedian Colin Sledge and commentary on topics like stupid people are happier. Key themes, family stories. Sisters Tess and Hannah share humorous insights into their mother's personality and upbringing. Special guest. Episodes feature guests like Houston's comedian Colin Sledge. They only care about Colin. Colin.
They really care
The
about
people love
that
you.
Colin was on it.
Colin's the only comedian I know in Houston where, like, when we're out, people are like, oh my God, it's the dude.
Really?
Yeah. Like, people are like, take a photo with me.
Okay, so he's famous.
He's famous from Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people who do that, but I guess he's a standout.
He is, and like there's not like too many people in Houston that are like super big off of that. So
Okay.
I guess if you find someone,
Yeah. Well, if you see Colin out and about, give him his props.
give him his props. But that also means you watch Kill Tony, so
They should be like, "Oh my God, you're the dude on What Mom Say."
yeah, say that to him next time you see him.
Yeah.
I love Colin. Not a big fan of Kill Tony.
Yeah, we've discussed
Yeah.
this.
I don't know if we discussed it directly on the podcast. I didn't want to like say that while we had people who did that show. Like, oh, I hate that.
Well, some of the people that have done that are also like, I don't like that man, but I did it for
Weird.
my career.
I can't wait to hear who you're thinking about. Okay. I wrote this down because I realized we talked about Stormy Daniels in a past episode, and I was like, what happened to her? What she's doing? I can't believe I didn't know that she's doing stand-up comedy. She's on tour
really?
doing stand-up. Yeah. I really want to see how bad it is. Well, because she hasn't posted any clips of her stand-up online.
Okay.
So I'm like, why?
She might be talking about sensitive material.
She be doing that on podcasts anyway.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I didn't actually lose to Donald Trump. This is what happened. And then she's like, and E.G. and Carol got all this fucking money, and I didn't see a cent.
Okay.
So I assume that's what her act is also. Or it's like, here's what life is like as a sex worker.
Who fucks the president?
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That used to be like a big deal.
If you fucked the president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No one
it's not.
cares.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Ever since Scandal, people are like, whatever.
Nobody cares if you fuck the president, even if you were a kid when it happened. Like, they're doing nothing to stop this man.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's very upsetting. Yeah, so I wrote that down. I also wrote down that men are really obsessed with this idea of women following them. Have you heard this?
Well, like physically following them or like following them on social media?
Following them physically and emotionally.
Okay.
I got into a conversation. I know this isn't mom related, but I got into a conversation with a comedian this week who is 25, but he's 12. And I love him, but he has like a very weird view of what like a relationship should be. And he's like, I need a woman who's going to follow me.
Oh, okay.
Like, if I get a job in Michigan, she's going to come with me.
Got it.
And I was like, you're a waiter?
If I get a job at an IHOP in Kansas, that bitch better follow me.
Literally, and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I feel like that's not the right way to look at things. And I was like, listen, I'm actually going through this situation in real life.
Right.
With a real person who's applying to medical schools throughout the country. And he's not like, if I get into XYZ place, you're following me or you're not a real woman. No, he was like, where do you want to live? Like, I want to apply in the cities that you would actually want to live in.
Yeah, that's very considerate.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going to move somewhere that you don't live.
That's very sweet.
I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, you have a say in where you go. But I don't want you to move away.
I don't want to move away either. But I don't know. This idea is just so... I hate this idea of like you have to follow your man. Your man is your leader.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a very Christian point of view. It's like the man is the head of the house and the woman is meant to be subservient to that. Like he is the supreme leader and there's like another word people use a lot for it, I think, but yeah, like lead, to be the lead.
Yeah, and there's the ones who are supposed to like stay behind and take care of the kids. Like, who cares if they have dreams of their own and like they get a job somewhere? It's like, it's so archaic.
It is archaic, and also I feel like, yes, you can say like a man is the leader or the head of the household, but then who is actually running the household and making the decisions day to day of what everyone is eating, their transportation, how the house is kept, how it's decorated, schedules. Like in traditional relationships, like women are making all those decisions anyway.
Yeah, so it's almost like your husband is the head of state and you are the deep state. You're the one who's actually pulling the strings, but we're like, no, we'll say you're in charge.
Yeah, but it's like, you're not.
No, it should just be like decisions that are like mutually made together. I don't know. It like really irked me. I'm like,
yeah, that is an annoying thing to say. Does he even have a girlfriend?
Not anymore.
She was like, I don't like where you're going. I don't want to follow you.
It's just stuff. I hear it a lot from especially younger men, like Gen Z men in my generation. And I'm like, you want these women to follow you and you have nothing to back it up with either. So And, like, I'm not trying to follow somebody. I can't be a follower when I'm always right. Like, it's just not going to be possible.
Yeah, I feel like the men who want to be followed the most have poor leadership qualities.
Yes. Or they had, like, a weird view in their home. Like, I don't think in our house our dad was the leader of the household, or...
Let's be real.
Our mom was the leader.
She's in charge, okay?
Well, we were
She's the alpha.
She's the pants. I'll say this. I think it's because she's American and Papa is from Belgium.
Okay.
Because, like, in some ways, she's the man. Because, like, when football's on TV, she goes insane.
That's
and
true.
Papa's, like, sitting there very demure.
He's just sitting there learning Chinese.
With his beer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yes, he's learning Chinese.
Yeah, he is.
Would Papa say something in Chinese?
Yeah, I would. Ni hao.
I know. He'll just say Chinese words to me sometimes. And I'm like, what are you preparing for?
I want to know that too. I asked him the other day, do you want to go to China? Because you're learning Chinese. Would you like to go on a trip? And he was like, maybe. And my mom was like, you do? You said you would never want to go there. Or something like that.
She
And I
doesn't
was
want to
like,
go.
I feel like a good motivation for learning a language is like, I want to go there and hang out. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, I could see Papa being into seeing the Great Wall.
I would love to visit China or like a bunch of countries in Asia, because I feel like it's literally the other side of the world. Like, it's a culture that we've never like experienced. Well, you've been to Japan, but
I have, yeah.
But like I would really want to like see what life is like there. Yeah.
It's very Chinese. There's like those like memes of like becoming a Chinese baddie, or like you've met me at a very Chinese time in my life. It's like funny that Papa is unknowingly a part of that trend.
Papa's a baddie.
He's a
Papa's a Chinese baddie.
Yeah, exactly.
I was doing homework with Philip this week, and he's learning how to write a story, and this is the kid I nanny. But there were instructions on how to do the story. I took a photo of it because it was so funny. It was like, they're like, how to write the problem of your story, the why part of your story. And these were the direct quote. That might sound fun, but where was the story? Where were the baddies? Where were the difficult things JD had to face? And I read that, and both him and I were like, baddies?
That's what they're saying to say, like, the antagonist.
Like, they mean like the bad moments, but they wrote baddies. And I'm
where
like,
were the baddies in your story?
Honestly, where were the baddies?
No story is complete without a baddie.
I was like, I guess you gotta make a baddie character. Long eyelashes, fingernails, eating hot chip.
Yeah.
And we were eating Takis while reading this.
That's so funny.
I was like, oh my God, make a baddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the baddie in the story.
Put the baddie in the story. Speaking of stories, you want to read a red story?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I have a bunch of options for you.
Okay. Let me hear them.
Okay. I just showed my mom my penis.
Okay, no, don't that.
That is a story I bookmarked. It's not what it sounds like, but it just sounded funny.
Sounds like he showed his mom his penis.
It is.
Okay. So that's one option.
I have, am I overreacting for asking my wife to stay at her mom's after I caught her putting something odd in my coffee? That's not really about moms. That just had the word mom in the title.
Okay.
Okay. These are the two ones that I thought might be the best. Am I overreacting? My mom ordered me a child-sized donair.
A child-sized what?
Donair.
I don't know.
Donar. It's like a pita wrap. It's Canadian.
Okay, so this person's mom doesn't want them to eat a full adult meal.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And
What's
the
the
other
other
one
option?
is, am I the asshole for snapping at my boyfriend's mom after she mocked my career choice?
Oh. Let's hear about the showing the mom your penis.
It's a trans person. They're like, look, I got one.
No, show literally anyone else. Okay.
There's also, am I overreacting to skip Thanksgiving after my mom basically said I'm an embarrassment for not having a husband and kids by now?
Oh my gosh. That's okay. There's some juicy ones.
Yeah. Which one are you feeling today?
Let us do the second one.
Am I the asshole for snapping at my boyfriend's mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into it. So, to reiterate, this is from 3 months ago. Am I the asshole for snapping at my boyfriend's mom after she mocked my career choice? I am a 26 female and have been dating my boyfriend, 28 male, for about 2 years. Things are mostly good, except his mom. She's very polite on the surface, but loves little comments that feel like compliments until you think about them for a second. I'm in nursing school and I work as a CNA while I finish. I'm really proud of this. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. I'm paying for most of it myself, and I genuinely love patient care. My boyfriend has always said he is proud of me too. His mom, on the other hand, has opinions. She's very big on status and prestige. She loves to talk about how my boyfriend's sister is an attorney and how hard law school was, how impressive it is, etc. Cool, great for her. But whenever my career comes up, his mom makes these little digs. Examples. Oh, nursing is such a sweet job. You must be very nurturing. I could never deal with bedpans all day. Bless you. At least you'll always have a job. Hospitals are always hiring. Last weekend, we were at a family dinner, and someone asked how school was going. Before I could even answer, his mom laughed and said, well, it's not exactly rocket science, but I'm sure it keeps her busy. I kind of froze, then said something like, it's actually pretty intense and competitive, but yeah, I stay busy. She rolled her eyes and said, I just think it's funny how girls these days aim so low when they have potential. That is when I snapped. I told her, calmly but very directly, that nursing school is not aiming low and that it is a licensed medical profession and that it is weird and rude to keep belittling someone who is working hard at a career that helps people. I also said if she keeps making comments like that, I will stop coming to family events. The table went silent. My boyfriend's dad suddenly needed more water. His sister stayed at her plate. His mom looked shocked and said I was being overly sensitive and disrespectful in her home. On the drive home, my boyfriend said he understands why I was upset, but thinks I could have handled it better, and that his mom is just old-fashioned. Now I'm second-guessing myself. I do not think standing up for myself is overreacting, but maybe threatening to stop coming to family events was too much. So am I overreacting?
I don't think so. I think it was it was the drop that made the bucket tip kind of thing.
Ooh, I've never heard that one.
All these comments and passive aggressive underhanded digs like sent her over the edge and she needed to say something. But when the title was I snapped at her, I thought it was going to be something way more mean.
No, I feel like she kept her composure.
Yeah. And then set like a very normal boundary. Like if you're going to belittle me and say rude things to me, then I don't want to come to family events, which is a very reasonable boundary to set with someone.
Yeah. Also, this is nursing is not an easy career.
No,
like, at all.
I'm so confused. Like this woman wants her to become a doctor instead or something, or a lawyer. I don't understand. Also, like, what does the mom do as a career is what I would want to know. Like, what are you doing, bitch?
I know, it's like...
She's a rocket scientist.
She's like, I think it's funny how girls these days aim so low. Girl, have you seen what other girls are doing? Have you seen what I'm doing?
I would have been like, yeah, that's why I'm with your shitty son.
When they have potential.
Aiming so low.
I know. I'm like, that's an extremely difficult career. Like, you have to learn so much. Like, you're almost a doctor.
Yeah, you do learn. Let's cut that into a social media clip so we can rage bait doctors.
I'm going to rage bait my own boyfriend.
Yeah.
You're basically becoming a nurse.
Truly. No, a nurse is a very intense profession that requires a lot of training. And I don't know why you would dig at nurses. Like, what did a nurse do to you for you to be like,
Her husband slept with a nurse.
oh
I'm
my
calling
God. Yeah.
it. She's like, oh, Amy, and her husband's just sitting there like, I need water. I'm just remembering Rebecca right now.
So am I understanding this right? That this family dinner was just immediate family?
Yeah. So this is also like, she's not dealing with her mom. She's dealing with her boyfriend's mom, which we haven't talked too much about before.
Right. Yeah. No, I was going to say if it was a big family gathering that she was at, like uncles, aunts, grandparents, then that might not be the right time to snap back. That is better as a more private conversation. But I think if it's an immediate family thing.
I wonder if there had been more people around, if someone would have actually stood up for her, because
the boyfriend's not standing up for her.
No.
He has it's not clear, but it seems like the boyfriend has not once said to his mom, hey, you're making very belittling remarks to my girlfriend about her career, and I'm really proud of her, and I'm not sure why you're doing that, but it's unkind, and I would like you to stop.
Yeah, the boyfriend should be the one that's like, I'm not going to come anymore if you keep being a cunt to my lovely nurse girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's like, you think about it too, like as a mom with a son, wouldn't you want your son to be with someone who is a nurse? Like they're like very kind people, caring people, hardworking people, you know, like he's going to be taking care. Like what the fuck does he do? But yeah, if someone had been there, like another family member, and heard, I just think it's funny how girls these days aim so low. Like, if I heard somebody say that at a big family gathering, I'd be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that is insane.
Yeah. Dump the mom.
And then like her making the comments like, oh, must be hard to change out bedpans all day, as if I feel like she views a nurse like how someone might view a janitor or something. Like it's a career that doesn't require a lot of skill, but
she sees her as a flight attendant.
Yeah, but it's like even like being a flight attendant or a janitor are also very important professions that we all rely on. So also, I don't know why you feel the need to like dig at anyone's career.
Yeah, those are also the 3 hot girl jobs: nurse, janitor, flight attendant.
Janitor.
Yeah,
okay.
She's a little dirty.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the comments here. Someone says, if she were truly old-fashioned, she'd be chastising you for even having a career instead of planning to stay at home, pop out babies, and cook and clean for her son and her grandkids all day. Be sure to clarify that definition of old-fashioned for him and tell him you expect his support going forward, or he can find a new girlfriend, one with a job his dear mommy won't run down.
Oh, okay. The boyfriend said my mom is old-fashioned. Yeah, that's not giving old-fashioned. That's giving you're being mean.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes that dynamic where with women and their sons where they're very overprotective and then they're mean to any new woman that comes into their son's life. Like no one will ever love my baby boy the way I do. Kind of weird. There's like,
yeah, and you're like, oh, are you gonna suck his dick, Sharon? Someone's gonna love him differently than you do.
Yeah, truly.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
it's so weird. Like, I think about this if I had a boy. I can't imagine being mean to his girlfriend unless she's like a terror.
I feel like I'd more likely be mean to, or like more intense or stern with if I had a girl and she brought a boy home.
You will never be tense.
Yeah,
you're stern.
I'll be my version of that, okay?
Like, honey, he seems a bit abusive.
I don't sound like that.
Yeah, you sound exactly like that.
Okay.
Guys, doesn't Hannah sound like that?
No, I don't.
I don't know. It's just like, especially, I think it's so scary coming into a house as a girl. I mean, that's my only experience because I haven't come into a house as a boy.
It's so scary to go anywhere as a girl, especially the house of your boyfriend's family.
Yeah, I've been really lucky with my boyfriend's families in the past. Like my first boyfriend, his mom was super awesome. Like she felt like a second mom.
You. After y'all broke up, she was like, y'all saw each other after that.
As soon as we broke up, I went to her house the next day, and I was like, Candy, I can't believe I can't see you anymore either.
You're like, the saddest part of this is losing you, girl.
Honestly, she was the coolest part of him. He wouldn't have been cool if she hadn't been his mom. But like, and my boyfriend now, his family is the best. Like his mom is so nice, and she like makes it a point to be nice to her children's partners.
Yeah.
The only time I had like a weird situation with a mom was in college. This was the only other mom I ever met. I was dating this
ever.
Yes. I was dating this guy who lived at home still.
Okay.
We were in college, but he was 26. So why was he there? No.
I wasn't living at home in college.
That's true. But not everyone can afford that.
Okay, do you want me to shit on him or not?
I don't want you to. He's not the problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, he was fine. But we used to like go to my dorm and stuff, but there was one night that we snuck into his house through the back, and because the back door leads directly into his room. So we're like we come into the room, and obviously his mom hears all of it, and she opens the door and she's like, hello. And I was like, hi. I'm so sorry. Because she didn't know who I was.
Oh, that's
like,
how you met the mom.
We were not in a relationship at that point. Like we were just seeing each other. He was
sneaking you in.
And I'm just like this little white girl in her house. And she's like, what the fuck?
So she
that was the vibes.
She heard you when you came in?
Yeah, she heard us come in the back door.
Okay. Yeah. There comes a time where you're too old to be sneaking people inside your home.
If you live with your mom, you should just not be bringing girls there, I think.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have an agreement. But she was chill. She was like, oh, okay. Nice to meet you.
But then it's like already weird. Like now your mom thinks I'm a whore because you snuck me in the back door. I'm not worthy or have enough dignity to come in through the front door of your house.
It was
like I'm to be hidden.
It was the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But I think he didn't want to wake her up.
Maybe it would have been less suspicious if she heard her son come through the front door.
That is so true. And you hear me going,
oh my God, we're sneaking in.
I've never been like that.
Okay, so you've never actually had an issue with anyone's mom.
I think she maybe had
besides
an issue.
Your own.
I think maybe she had an issue with me. I would have had an issue with me.
I have an issue with you.
I felt bad in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would feel bad too. But it's not your fault.
No, she didn't call me a slut or anything, but I know she was thinking it.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, yeah.
Yeah. You should have been like, but I'm a nurse.
I'm studying to be a nurse.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
For realsies.
I don't have the chops to do anything in a hospital.
I don't think I do either. I don't have the stomach for it or the heart for it.
If you're a nurse, shit gets on you every day.
Yeah.
It just does.
And people are mean to you. Or people are weird and they hit on you. Like,
if you're a male nurse, it's even worse. So we're like, well, really, why are you not a doctor?
People
you aim so low. Yeah. You're a man.
People being mean to you and hitting on you is actually like a nurse problem, but actually just a problem for all women.
I was about to say, you mean every girl's life?
Yeah. Truly.
The difference is, as a nurse, you can't leave.
Yeah, you have to continue helping the person that's like being shitty to you.
You took an oath to help that person instead of strangling them with their cords.
Catheter.
Yeah, their catheter cords.
Truly.
Well, I think, do you want to say anything else about this story?
No, but I don't think she was overreacting.
I don't think you were overreacting, girl. Get your boyfriend in line. He needs to talk to his mom for you.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to take you seriously because you're not a lawyer. So get his sister to defend you in a court case at the house. Be like, I want you to be my representative.
Yeah.
Against your mom. That'd be kind of fun.
Maybe the family doesn't like her for some reason, and the mom is using the nurse thing as a... Because if no one is saying anything, like if... I'm trying to think if our mom would never do something like that, I feel. But if she was saying mean shit to, like, singling out one person...
Yeah.
I think we'd all be like, Mom, that's not really nice.
I'm trying to see if there's any comments from OP. Oh, not overreacting. You handled it great, especially considering the length of time she's been dismissive. What did she do for a career, or was she just a baby factory? And OP goes, she worked at several gas stations over the years.
Okay, bitch.
Gas stations.
You can't be saying shit.
No shade to the 7-Eleven community.
No, there's nothing wrong with working at a gas station, but if you're going to act high and mighty about certain careers that maybe require more schooling, then be one of those people then.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a PhD. Like,
yeah,
what are you doing?
Well, you didn't have to aim so low. That's no offense. That is aiming low. You don't have to work at a gas station. I truly believe that. I think that's a good... If you own the gas station, that's different. Make your money, own your business.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's one of those jobs that's like, yeah, you do that in maybe high school, college. You don't want that to be forever.
If you're working at a gas station, Tess is really disappointed in you. And
so
thinks
disappointed.
you don't have to work there.
You won't believe the shit I've seen.
At a gas station?
At my job. The kid I nanny tried to shit his pants on purpose this week to not do homework.
Oh my God.
I didn't tell you that?
Like, he was making a concerted effort. Like, you were watching him try to...
Like, I didn't tell you that?
No.
Yet another reason not to have children. He was, like, stalling. I got to his house and I was helping him with his work, stalling. He was doing this thing where he was, like, looking just past me. And I'm like, just past the computer screen. I'm like, you're not looking at it? He's like, yes, I am. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, you're not making eye contact with me. He's like, yes, I am. I'm like, oh my God.
He's rage baiting you.
And a bunch of stuff happened. He went into the restroom and just hid in there, basically. And when his dad and I tried to get him out, he was like, I can't stop it. He didn't have to poop. He was just pretending because he didn't want to work. I've known this child for a long time. But his dad was like, well, if you need to shit that bad, then I guess you can just shit your pants. And he goes, really? Okay. And he comes out of the bathroom and comes back to the table and is like, ugh, like trying to shit. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm about to leave.
Yeah.
Forever.
Because you wouldn't be the one to clean that up, right?
No. And I had to tell him too. I was like, listen, kid, if no poop is coming out, that means it's not time yet.
How old is this kid?
He's going to be 12 next month. That is,
Dude,
I
that's
can't
crazy.
wait for him to be an adult. And like, I run into him one day and be like, remember that time you tried to shit yourself on purpose? Think about that.
Think about it.
Think about that.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, a little bit. Great. He was great the rest of the week though.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm still picking him up today.
Well, okay. There's going to be like a karma moment where he shits his pants for real.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't want this.
I did not let him sit in the front seat of my car for the rest of that day. I said, only people who respect my time and don't try to shit their pants are allowed to sit in the front seat of my car.
You said that to me the last time I rode in your car.
Stop shitting.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Abby, whose grandma shit in someone's car.
Yeah. Shout out to her.
It's from our second episode. Well, Do you want to introduce our guest today?
I do. So our guest today is one of my best friends. She's an amazing, beautiful soul. Funny story, we met on a dating app. When I was new to dating women, I found her and we were in similar like sort of points in our life, like figuring stuff out. And I reached out to her and I was like, I don't have anyone to talk to about this. Like, I don't have any gay women that are going through similar things as I am. Like, can we meet up and just talk? And then our friendship blossomed from there. And we tend to be on like often parallel life paths. Like, we have similar stuff going on in our lives at the same time. So we're always joke that we're like parallel besties.
Have you guys ever put your stuff into the pattern app and run your friendship bond before?
We have. I can't remember what it said though.
I wonder if there's any like past karmic links or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Usually whatever she's going through, I go through it like a couple months later.
Damn, that's ominous.
I know. So sometimes something bad happens to her and I'm like, I hope my cat doesn't die in 3 months from now.
God. I love how she goes through tragedy and you make it about yourself.
Yeah, always. No, but yeah, I love her so much. I'm so glad she decided to come on the pod. Her mom is a very funny, interesting person. She talks about learning that she was a sperm donor baby, her mom's obsession with bowling, all kinds of fun stuff. She's a social worker working on getting her master's. So she has worked with kids for most of her life. And yeah, that's my best friend.
She's awesome.
Yeah. So give it up for Lexi Gorman.
Woo! Life's a bitch. Hannah's gay. Tess got too many bills to pay. So they get together with Lily May and ask each other what mom say. They ask each other what mom say.
We
is
have
it
to
starting?
do that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're going.
We're going.
We're
okay.
just pushing you into the deep end.
Okay.
We're doing it because I have to go to work at some point.
Okay. Well, it sounds like a lie, but
It's not a lie.
just like you didn't have any other drinks in your kitchen, and then you came back with a chai.
There was only a little bit of chai, and I only have so few joys in life, so I didn't want to offer that. That's okay.
Am I close enough to the mic? Can you hear
You
me?
sound perfect.
Okay. And you can turn it up or down if you don't like
If
how
I
I'm
don't like
doing.
how you sound.
Yeah.
Mute it.
Oh, I don't like that. Bye. Welcome to our podcast, Lexi.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
So
it's
happy you're
happening.
here.
Wait,
Thank you.
Can I hear you?
Yeah. Testing. Am I okay?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now you are.
I'm okay now.
Yeah, your mic was not on at all.
Okay.
It's on purpose.
Starting off at a great point.
We always have a technical difficulty.
Yeah. Well, this is a special episode because it's the first time we're having like a non-comedian
That's right.
come on the podcast.
Besides our mom.
Yeah, but that's different.
You
That's
keep
its own
saying
category
things.
altogether.
You keep saying things like this is the first so and so, and then you said the other day to our mom, we had our first mom on the podcast.
Yes.
And our mom was like, I'm a mom. And you said that's different. It doesn't count.
Well, because I know about her
Yeah.
experience being a mom. That was the first time we interviewed someone where I didn't know about their experience being a mom because I wasn't there.
Fair, true that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you chose me. You didn't choose your mom. So it is special that I'm here.
You are chosen.
I should feel special.
Well,
You
if you
should.
if you ask some woo-woo people, technically we all chose our parents.
I do believe that a little
Yeah.
bit. Because like my cats, I believe like I do think they like the cat distribution system. I feel a
That's
little bit
true.
chosen by them. So
I like how you were putting it to your cat.
no, listen. And not to get into my mom early, but she actually, when my cat was sick last year, she gave me like very encouraging advice. And she was like, I believe that he chose you because he knew that you would, carry him through his terminal illness.
Yeah.
It's like this fragile soul like chose you. I don't know if that's true,
That's really
but
cute.
yeah. So I get it. The woo
I
woo streak.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree too now.
Her cats are like the plot of that TV show, This Is Us.
What?
You
Like
know
the
that
really
show?
I haven't
sad
seen
one?
it, so you're gonna have to walk me through.
The one
It-
where like their house burns down?
Oh, I've
Yeah,
seen that.
It is not that part for
Okay,
her.
I've watched
or
that
ever,
part
because
in
I know that's a
entirety.
fear of yours.
Thank you for saying that.
But in the show, this couple is pregnant with triplets. Mandy Moore gives birth. One of the triplets dies, but then they adopt a child that has been abandoned. So they
That's
still have
right.
triplets, even though one's not biologically theirs. That's similar to the cat
Okay.
situation.
That's
you have.
true.
And the
yeah.
dad is Jess from Gilmore Girls.
Exactly.
Yeah, one of my
Yeah.
babies was a stray. This is not about my cats, unless it's about my experience as a mother, and that's all I have.
Oh my god, we've had our
That's
second
redirect.
mother on.
true. You have a lot of mothering experience.
That's true.
Did you
Yeah.
have some weird relationships or
no.
Like I've dated a lot of, I was going to say stepdads, but I don't know. I went back to like my straight time in my life. Yeah,
No,
I did a lot of dads. I haven't.
I was thinking more like you dated someone who was acting like a child.
Oh, I'm like, yeah, we don't even have the time for that. Yeah. So but
We do though. We
absolutely.
have a whole hour.
I meant more so you are a social worker and
Yeah.
you've taken care of a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so actually,
Which one's your favorite?
I can't say for like HIPAA
HIPAA.
purposes,
Word.
but there are a few. But yeah, so that actually part of like my reasoning for wanting or not wanting to have kids, I think, is I had a lot of really hands-on experience with kids really early on in like my little career. And so a big part of my diving into social work was like working at a behavioral facility for foster kids. And so that was like full-time mom to like 8 teenage boys. I loved it. It was during COVID, but it also sucked because it's like you'd get spit on, you get bitten, like all of those kinds of things. But it was also really like helped me heal a lot of my own stuff. And it's like I love doing that for work, but I feel like I burnt out on working with kids really early. My mom had a daycare, as we've talked about, and like I think I just always thought I wanted to go into working with kids. So it's like all I did when I first like started working. Went to school for like a child related field, and now I'm 28 and I'm like, I never want children. Keep them away from me.
I really relate to that because I've been working with kids since I was 12.
Yeah.
And like my first job was Kumon. I worked there for 8 years, starting at 14. So I'm like, okay, maybe I helped other kids enough.
Definitely. You kind of just get the feeling after a while of like, oh, this is a lot of effort, especially when you have like nannying experience, which I know you have a ton of. It's like you're doing all of this with other people's kids and you're like, I can't see this for myself. At least that was for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm fucking tired at the end of the day and I don't want to be anywhere near these children. For me, it was often like, how quickly can I get away from the child? Like, when is your mom coming back? Tess, I know you like actively work, so you don't have to agree. It can be more of a blink twice thing, but
Yeah.
No, they know what their children are like.
You didn't ask that to the kids in foster care, though, right?
no. When is your mom
When,
coming?
please.
This
Where the
is
fuck
why.
is your mom?
Oh my god. They're like, you don't remember. Yeah.
Amazing.
So
So you said she had a daycare. Was it in your house or was it in a separate building?
it was definitely in our house. It was for sure in our house. And so she started the daycare when I was like going into kindergarten. Before that, we were going to like my grandma's friend or something. I don't know if this is I'm sorry. I don't know if this is related, but like I got attacked by bees at the grandma's friend's like house.
Oh my gosh.
And then my mom started the daycare right after. So I don't know if she was like, I'm not letting you out of my sight again, but like,
And I'm not letting other people's kids out of my sight.
Yeah,
either.
actually, I'm gonna have all the children in my sight. So no, she started it. Her name's Dottie, and we called it Dottie's Daycare. It was really cute. But yeah, it was in our house, and she did that until I was a senior in high school. And it very much was like I got used to having screaming babies around the house all the time, sleeping through screaming children. I remember having like one of those playpens just in my room permanently, because when I was at school during the day, my mom would like put one of the kids down, not put them down, but like put them in it, like put them.
Yeah,
Not
she'd be-
euthanize.
She'd be putting them down.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a whole thing. And so I think I just really thought that I wanted to work with kids because I was like, well, this is what I'm used to. And I basically, it gave me like a weird big sister like complex where I was like, I'm everyone's big sister. I'm everyone's boss. And like, definitely. But yeah, she rocked. It was also weird though. So
Yeah. What parts of it were weird? Just that there were kids in your house all the time?
I would say that, and just like, I don't know, it was just like a whole operation, right? Like she would take the children to our doctor's appointments with us.
Weird.
Yeah. So like she was like, life stops for nothing, and especially not the daycare. So I have 5 kids with me today. They're all going to your physical. Like, and so
Oh my god.
So there's just like 5 kids in the waiting room while you're getting a checkup.
yeah,
That's so
absolutely.
strange.
Yeah, and like everyone around town that knew her, like knew her deal, like at the doctor's office, they'd be like, "Oh, Dottie, you brought the kids again, ha ha ha," or you know, things like that. But we'd go on like walks to like the park, and the older kids would push like the tiny kids in the strollers, and like she really was very into like using the older kids for like labor a little bit. So I mean, yeah, it was really cool, but it was cool when I had like friends that were at the daycare. Sometimes that was a thing, but yeah, not always.
Yeah. What part of the U.S. was this? Is this in Texas or?
No, it was in Iowa. So yeah, and I grew up in like not rural.
Rural.
Yeah.
I'm like, Hannah, you take a stab at that. I like how you say words.
Rural.
So- rural Iowa. So it wasn't rural, but it was like a smaller like city. So
You can tell you didn't grow up in a rural place if you can't say the word.
I absolutely cannot say it.
I think they usually say like rural.
Yeah. I've only said it enough to try to like tell people that's not me.
Yeah.
And so it's obviously not enough times. Yeah. So definitely made like a little bit of a difference having that experience.
We love Iowa.
No.
Never been, but I support that you're from
Yeah.
there.
Thank you.
Do you love Iowa?
Not quite.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you love
Right.
Texas?
I really like Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. And actually, my mom is coming to visit soon, so I'm excited for her to be able to come
Nice.
see it for the first time.
She's never visited you here?
No.
Wait, can we talk about how we were talking about how she thought she was going to visit all these places in one day? Because
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, people from smaller states don't understand how far apart things are
In Texas.
in Texas. So can you explain what she wanted to do upon
Yeah.
arriving?
So she, upon arriving to, or not, where do we live?
Houston.
To Houston. There's a lot of places that she wants to go. Her and my stepdad are going to come down eventually for my brother's wedding. He's getting married. And he doesn't live in Texas. He's just doing it here. So I don't know.
Okay, I was like, oh, you both migrated here.
No, but she's like, once your stepdad gets here, we're going to land. So you're going to take him to the airport. We're going to go to Galveston. Then that night, we're going after Galveston. By the way, the flight lands at noon. After Galveston, they're going to go to Austin. They're going to visit her friend. She asked me, is this close to Austin? It's like an hour out. I don't know, like past Austin. So like 4 hours from here. She's doing like 4 different major like areas in one day. She's not like, she doesn't know. So, well, we're just going to support her through it, and like she can live and
Wait,
learn.
you're going to let her do it? Did you explain?
I don't want to let her do it, but she's very strong-willed.
She knows that like the first one from the airport to Galveston, that's like at least 2 hours.
Yeah, because she'll be at Bush, so it will not be close to Galveston at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Don't do it, girl.
Yeah.
Dottie, if you're listening.
When did she land?
Dottie.
When's she coming?
In June.
Okay, so this will be out before then. Dottie, don't do it.
Dottie, we're trying to tell you. Yeah.
Go to like the Arboretum when you first land, and then go to Montrose. It'll be fun. Those are also major areas, and they're pretty far apart.
She needs to go to Montrose. I want her to like figure herself out. Like I've told Hannah this. I feel like my mom has some lesbian tendencies. Like she absolutely.
She had to pass them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those people who don't know, if you're listening in another state or country, we've had people listen in Poland.
Oh my gosh.
Montrose is the gayborhood of Houston. So
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, for those of you who don't know, Lexi's a lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that.
Why? What's wrong with
I
that?
would let her say that. if
You've
she
had to
wanted
say that for me before out in the comedy scene.
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
men are like, oh, your friend Lexi is so hot. And like, she is with a woman who's better than you.
Yeah. Tess loves to stand up for me. Thank you.
But then I had a female friend hit on you, so it doesn't always work.
Yeah. Well, I actually wanted to share about that.
Okay.
It's related to moms. So
Oh my God,
I have a story
how
about
so?
your mom related to that. So when I think about your guys' mom, I know this is supposed to be about mine, and I have lots of other things I could share with you about Dottie, but right now it's about Marianne.
Yeah.
So Marianne, shout out.
Hi, Mom.
Shout out to Marianne. So yes, you did have a female friend in the scene. I'm like, oh no, it's narrowing it down to like 6 people. But
It's okay. There's a lot more than there used to be. Corliss hit on you mega hard.
Corliss, we're looking at you. But a couple years ago, who was hitting on me, and I was at the end of a very tumultuous like relationship situationship, and I was like super sad that it was ending. I was very like gutted about it, but I knew it was ending. Like it was established in a very lesbian fashion. The relationship is over. We'll be breaking up like on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, they had you had scheduled the day of breaking up so that before then you could continue
Being in denial.
being lesbians together.
Yeah. We had like a big lesbian, like, I don't know, like,
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
I want to say goodbye. I want to do all our last favorite things.
go out with a bang. Yeah.
I like that style. I wish we could do that in straight relationships more.
Yeah, I don't feel like that works as well for straight relationships.
I did it once, kind of like that, but
Really?
unimportant for right now.
Okay. But yeah, so that was like the deal, scheduled breakup. And I remember you had a friend who was hitting on me really late one night at a comedy show, and I may or may not have been a little bit crossed. So that might have been like, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Might have been, part of me being like, I'm just going with the flow. But, the vibes were vibing, and this person was telling me like, hey, I know you have a scheduled breakup. I'm trying to hit on you right now. Do you want me to stop hitting on you? And I was like, thought about it for a moment in my like altered state and was like, no. So I
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
What a
right?
respectful way to hit on someone.
I know, which men in the comedy scene I feel like
They'll
need to
never
learn
stop.
from.
They'll never
No,
stop.
it's like
Unless we cancel their shows, then they stop.
let female comedians continue to like run amok and flirt because they're doing it very respectfully.
Absolutely.
So, but I remember being like, no. And then the next day so flirting ensued. Is that the word? Ensued?
Yeah.
So the next day I wake up, I reach out to Hannah. I'm like crying. I don't cry in front of people. And I remember crying in front of you. And I was like so gutted that I had flirted with this
So that's
female
like
comedian.
all that happened also.
Yes, so nothing else happened.
Yeah.
Really just flirted.
Yeah.
Just flirting, and I was like, cool. But I woke up and I was like, God, like why? Like
I was so crazy last night.
I was so crazy last night. I was way too into that. I was way too into that. So, and this story of me like having all this guilt and like crashing out like made it to one of your family dinners from my understanding.
It did.
And it was discussed around your dinner table. And then it got back to me what was discussed. And I think your mom said something along the lines of, I don't know what Lexi is so stressed about. She's not married. Like, she can basically do whatever she wants.
We're like, there's a point to that, yes. But what do you mean? Like, if you have a partner, then that you can like do whatever you want as long as you're not married.
Well, I was just about to say I don't remember the specifics, but as soon as you said my mom got involved, I was about to be like, she said it was okay because you're not married.
Yeah.
'Cause she's like, until you're married, you can do whatever, pretty much.
Yeah.
I guess
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly felt really weirdly comforted by that. Like, I hated it, but I was like, okay. And my therapist said a similar thing. And she was like, if you want to make out with like a girl in the corner of a bar, if you want to like get a little crazy, like, you can do that. Like, she also was like, you're not married. And so I was like, I have two women, like two middle-aged women telling me I'm not married. And I respect them both.
Yeah.
So
Two middle-aged women are like, please live out my dreams for me.
please. I know. Like,
I'm married, so I can't do it.
Yes. No, absolutely. So
I think like there is some kernel of truth in there. Like, a marriage is a more like permanent commitment. I mean, it's not actually permanent. Divorce exists for a reason, but
And death.
Yeah, and death. Obviously, it's more intense because you're like telling the government you're with this person. But I think if like the person you're with, that's your trial period. So if they're acting in weird ways and they're like, oh no, I'm not gonna be like this when we're married, it's like, I don't think you can necessarily believe that.
yeah.
That's true.
You know, no shade on you, but your breakup was scheduled. Like the
It was
relationship was
scheduled.
over.
It was very clearly
scheduled.
not going the path of it's a permanent.
Yeah, no,
thing.
it
Yeah.
absolutely was.
It was like you'd already asked for the divorce; it just needed to be finalized in court.
Yeah, we needed to take it to
Yeah,
gay court.
yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
so
it was
true.
on its way. We had our date scheduled. So
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But-
So, your mom is a Virgo.
yes,
Do you want to tell us about having a Virgo mom?
Oh God. So my mom is a Virgo and she might be listening. She's aware. I do this thing where I'm like, I'm not going to tell someone about something. And then I immediately like find myself on the phone, like, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
So I did tell her that this is happening, but I just like, I like to tell her.
Yeah. You
I
love
think everything
You love
eventually.
to try to be a little mysterious, though.
I try. I
You're
like try
I'm so
it on.
mysterious, but this is when I lost my period.
Yeah. Yeah. So my mom, she's a Virgo. I grew up thinking, God, I hope I never date a Virgo. That sucks. My mom's a Virgo. I cannot handle that. We had a very tumultuous relationship growing up. This is not going to work. I married a Virgo eventually. So, but it's okay because I think it's different qualities and a lot of the good qualities are the same. Not to be like that guy who marries his mom, but like
You are not that guy.
no, I'm not. But there's, she was very like textbook Virgo, like very intellectual growing up. And like in our house, we always had just like a ton of books, including like all the good ones, Twilight, 50 Shades of Grey.
Including all the good ones.
Those are the same
Stephen
book.
King.
Yeah, they're based off
the
of
big
each
three.
other. Yeah.
But no, she has a story from when she was a little kid, like growing up in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, like reading on the floor of their living room. And then like a squirrel ran in and like ran over her and then ran back out the door while she's like reading a book. And she just carried on like reading her book, I'm pretty sure. So
It's like very Snow White.
I know, like
Unbothered queen.
She was like very unbothered and very whimsical. Like she got glasses very young. She always told me that as like part of her lore. Like she would say it like she's like mad at me for not having glasses when I was little. Like every time we would go to an eye doctor appointment, she'd be like, well, I had to get glasses when I was 7. So and she'd get pissed. I was like, Mom, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
But-
my eyesight's so good.
Yeah, but I feel like is very analytical and just very like focused and driven. She really loves being like someone who's really good at her job. She's always bragging to me about how like her current job, which is kind of like, I asked her to explain it to me and it's over my head, like for sure. She's like, I'm like, you do like auditing, right? She's like, no, it's actually like, well, people have these such and such, and then like it's numbers. She has a numbers job.
She does numbers.
She loves it, and she loves being like, yeah, I'm gonna be gone next week, and they're already telling me like, please don't be gone for one day. Like, I'm just so good at my job. So
They need me.
yeah, but
she's a hard worker.
she is a hard worker. But there were like a lot of qualities about her growing up that like we did not get along a lot of the time. Like, again, she's very like analytical, practical, but there were a lot of ways that we like butted heads for sure. I feel like I was always just like more like emotion driven, and she wanted to be very like practical. And so we had a lot of like, by the time I was in my teens, like a lot of like big fights, I'd say. And so
That's like a classic age for mothers and daughters to be at odds with each other too.
yeah, absolutely. Well, and then not only that, like she, even though she has like this analytical side to her, she's also like very nurturing. I know I mentioned that. Very nurturing, you know, she had like the daycare job, and like she always was just trying to like offer to like mother someone else's children. Basically, we had like multiple like cousins or like step cousins or like daycare kids, families who were like going through something, who like they would just stay with us for like however long, like just the child. Like she'd be like, this is my child now for a little bit. I know we had like a family member who their like dad, like one of my uncles or something, was going through some shit, and she like offered to like adopt the child when she was like 22 or something. So
did she always want like a really big family? Do you think?
I feel like it's just in her nature. It's like the more the merrier. For her, this is actually an interesting point. Like she's always had a really interesting idea of family. I think like it used to be the more the merrier, and now it's like she's with her high school sweetheart. High school sweetheart was with my dad for like 13 years, and then back with her high school sweetheart. So that's kind of some tea. But for her, I know it's a lot of like, now it's like I really want to like be proud of my life that I have with my high school sweetheart. Like, what a fairy tale ending. But yeah, I don't know. She just always like, that's been her nature. I don't know.
Really interesting. And was that ever like a point of contention for you guys, that there were all these other children in the house? Were you like, what about me?
I just want to go to the doctor's appointment alone.
Right?
Or were you like, no, this is chill, I like it?
I really didn't mind the whole like daycare kid thing, or like having like cousins or people like staying with us. That I'm like, my allergies are gonna kick in, and I'm gonna wheeze into your mic right now. So I'm listeners at home, get ready for that.
Yeah, I'll edit out your allergies.
If you hear a wheeze, it is me. No one else can take the credit for that. But yeah, no, I really didn't mind. I did hear like someone else on a previous episode talk about like, I think it was an Am I the Asshole that you guys read about a child who was like, they're 17, and they were like, I'm having issues with my mom and my half siblings.
Yeah.
For me, like that was a big point of contention, was like mom and step siblings. So I, for a while, was like at an age where I noticed like favoring towards the step siblings. And I think that was like our biggest thing, honestly. So yeah.
And that's when she was still with your dad?
With my stepdad. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You
like,
can't
later,
have step siblings without a stepdad.
That's
I'm not gonna,
so true.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
so sorry. Wait. I'm trying to understand the timeline correctly.
Yeah. Sorry.
So she was with her high school sweetheart. Then
Yeah.
she married your dad.
Yeah.
And had you.
And my brother.
And your brother. And then they divorced when you were how old?
When I was 8.
Okay. So
Yeah.
okay. And then how many step siblings do you have?
Okay. So my mom got with my stepdad when I was like 12 and a half, 13. And my step siblings, I have 2 of them. So it's my brother and I, and then an older stepsister and an older stepbrother. Okay. So, and they would live with us on and off at different times. But whenever they did live with us, like it was a big, like I would see her and like my stepsister like sitting and like playing cards or whatever at the table, and I would like be really upset because I didn't understand the card game, and I'd like start crying and be like, it's not my fault, I don't understand the card game. And I'm like 16, mind you. I'm like, I don't understand this fucking card game. And
It's Go Fish.
Emo, but about
but Yeah, you
war.
know, literally. I mean, it was hard.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my teen years were really like the step parent.
Were you only
times.
living with your mom, or did you ever go back? Did you go back and forth?
So I lived at my mom's house. We would be with our dad every other weekend and on Wednesdays, because Wednesday she had bowling. So, which is a very important like piece we can visit. I'd love to visit that because it's like Dottie is Virgo and bowling. Like, so this is a huge thing if y'all want to discuss.
Tell us about her bowling.
I'm hosting now. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was gonna
This is-
ask a different question, but we can talk about bowling.
no, I'm sorry. No, go. Are you sure?
Well, I was gonna ask, when did you find out that your dad was not your real dad?
Yeah.
Sorry, when did you find out you were a sperm donor baby?
No, wait.
right now.
Well, because
You
about, like,
kind of are reenacting how it happened for you.
This is
what the fuck?
So this is exactly actually how that happened. So, so a friend told me. So it was just like this, actually. So
That's insane that a friend told you.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if we're kind of like all over the board here. It's just that's
Okay, we'll
getting
put
like,
a pen in bowling, but I do want to get this
no,
out.
you're fine. That can also be like a whole other thing. But yeah, so I did find out that I was like a sperm donor baby when I was 15. So my mom was already with my stepdad. And I think either I was like, my dad and I both like worked part-time at a pizza place. He had another job, but he would also work at the pizza place. And I think we were like all at the pizza place working, ? I don't even think I was like with him on one of his weekends, but my friend also worked with me at the pizza place.
You and your dad were coworkers?
Briefly.
Okay.
He worked at the other location of the pizza place.
Who has the job first?
Him.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like his friend's business. So it was like we had the hookup. We were kind of just like involved in like the family business or whatever. But we were like at the pizza place, and I remember my friend, I'm like 15 or maybe 16, about to start my junior year. And we were just like sitting off in like a booth being girls, and she was like telling me a story, and she was like, so you know how your dad's like not your dad, right? Not your real dad, right? Basically how you just said this. And I was like, what? I had no response. I was like, pardon? Like, pardon? And meanwhile, he's behind me, like serving somebody pepperoni pizza or something. Like, you know how your dad's not your dad, right? And I was like, what the actual hell? So I asked her to repeat. And she was like, oh, like she realized in that moment, sorry, that this is not information I am aware of. And some background for this friend is our moms were like divorce besties. So her mom and my mom, they met when I was in Girl Scouts. And when they both got divorced while we were in elementary school, they became really close. So this girl's mom knew like everything about my life. And yeah, she had told her daughter that I was a sperm donor child.
Oh my God.
And yeah, so the friend was able to give me some sort of like encouragement during that like reveal. She was like, well, you and your brother are the same dad, have the same dad, so like it's fine. So I was like, at least I have that going for me, I guess.
So
but
even though you have a brother, you guys are full siblings. Like, you have the
Yes.
same sperm donor.
Yeah, we do have the same sperm donor. And I definitely, actually, yeah, it was one of my dad's weekends because I remember going back to like my grandma's house where we were staying with him because he stayed with her for a while, and just being in my little guest room there and like searching everything about sperm donors because I had like no idea what that even fucking was. Like I didn't have any, like I just didn't understand.
Yeah.
And when she first said it to me, I thought it was something that was like I thought my mom was like stepping out on my dad or something. Like I was so confused. I was like, what did she do? What did Dottie do? But it all started to make sense because my mom had always told me, like around this time, her and I were fighting a lot. And something she would always say when we were fighting and I'd be screaming, who knows what at her, is like, you will never know how hard your dad and I tried to have you. And you have no idea. And when I was a kid, she would explain to me, we had a hard time having you. We had a hard time getting pregnant. I thought she was describing IVF. I thought like, oh, you just
Yeah.
like needed extra help, because they kind of like clued us into that when I was younger. But it was
laying
actually
the groundwork to maybe tell you when you were a little bit older.
Yeah, absolutely. So that all made sense finally. This like very sad thing that my mom would say to me when I'm like screaming at her about being ungrateful. It finally made sense. So I went home from the weekend with my dad and sat my mom
Did you tell
down.
him, your dad? At
No.
all? Okay.
No. We didn't discuss these types of things. It also felt for me like I had a good relationship with my dad at that age, but it felt like this is like a sacred mother-daughter talk. Like I wanted to get to the bottom of it, but I didn't want to like make her feel like I was accusing her of anything, because I was like, shit, like if she didn't tell me, there must be a reason. So when I got home after that weekend, I like brought her into my room and was like, Dottie, so can you tell me again the story of how we were conceived? And she just started like sobbing. Aww. Because I think she realized that I knew, like just the way I was probably like staring at her.
Yeah.
She's like, my daughter is like getting to the age of she's found this out.
Yeah.
So yeah, she shared with me that my brother and I have the same sperm donor. They were having issues conceiving, and like it was a thing that happened very much like out of love, but at the time I first like learned, and it felt very scandalous. So it was then we had to like tell my brother. We decided as like a team, oldest sister and mom, the team, to tell my younger brother, and we got my dad involved. So it was very emotional. But and then I remember we eventually told my grandparents on my dad's side, who we were very close to, or they found out that we knew. And I remember my grandma crying because she didn't want us to feel like we had like a fake relationship. Like she's like, you're still my baby. And I was like, Grandma, I know you're my favorite grandma. Like what the hell? Of course. Like that'd be so weird if I wasn't your baby anymore, actually. But yeah.
That's so wild. Did y'all have any inklings? Like, did you ever feel like out of place growing up in any way?
A little bit, yeah. I remember, because I don't look anything like my dad. So I'm 5'1.5", 5'2". I've always been petite, and my mom's 5'1". My brother's always been petite. Sorry. He's a grown man now with a wife. Man. I'm like, he's so petite.
In the military.
Yeah, my Navy brother is so petite. Sorry. That's why he's on a sub and not like... That's why he chose the submarine life, because he's so tiny. Yeah. But yeah, like we were all very petite with like dark features. My mom's side of the family had dark features. My dad's side is all like gingers and blonde hair, blue-eyed people. Tall. My dad's 6'7". So
6'7". Oh my god.
Yes, I did get asked.
Meme.
Yeah, literally. Oh shit. Literally. So I definitely like got asked my whole childhood, like, why is your dad so fucking tall? Like, because I always knew like my mom and I, like, that's my twin, right? My dad, I just was like, I don't know, like, what about it, isn't that cool? So I don't know,
He can play basketball if he wants to.
Totally. Oh my god, the poor thing has like really bad asthma, so people would bring it up to him a lot and like he's like, it's not in the cards for me, unfortunately. But yeah, and then, his features have always been very different than mine and my brother's. So it was definitely something I remember having a feeling about. I read a book about adoption, like just a chapter book about like a kid who found out they were adopted when I was
Your mom gave it to you? Like,
no, right? When I was like 8. And I remember like sitting and going out of my room and going to the dining table and being like, Mom, you would tell me if I was adopted, right? She was shitting herself.
Yeah.
She was shitting herself, because she was like, of course, honey, you're not adopted. She's like just glad I'm asking the right questions. Yeah.
Like, I gave birth to you.
Yeah. You are my daughter. Don't ask anything else. Yeah.
Do you guys know anything about the sperm donor?
Yeah.
Have you met him?
No. So I know only like a little bit. I don't know. It was the 90s. So it's like, we know it was a confidential like donation, I guess. So it feels weird to say donation, because I work in which is like kind of like a big deal. It's life-saving. And I'm like, it was a confidential donation.
Yeah.
When he
this
jerked
is life
it.
bringing.
Oh God.
true.
Oh God. I'm like, is this why I do what I do for work? Like,
Oh my God.
that's
maybe.
super disturbing.
You
Okay.
were originally a donation.
Oh, I'm like, I have my own connection to.
So true, girl.
But yeah, like, so we know the guy has also like brown hair, brown eyes. He's like average height for a man. Like, I guess he's like 6 feet tall, probably 5'11". Actually,
Is that average for a man?
I
6
don't
feet?
know.
Every man listening is like, God damn it.
But yeah, so and then we knew he like had a business degree. I don't know. That's what he put on his thing. And he lived in like Colorado or something. And so I found out online I have a half sister. And I mean, she's like my brother's age. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. She doesn't want to talk to me on 23andMe. I already tried. Riley, I'm sorry. Like, but yeah. And
Just
so
we'll send her this podcast episode.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really interesting for sure. And it was something I had like shame over for a little bit. And it also kind of impacted my relationship with my dad, just because I think he felt like insecure and worried that it was going to change things between us.
Yeah.
But, it's something we had to work through.
It's fair.
So,
It does show that like they really, really wanted you.
yeah.
Like,
It's true.
a lot of people wouldn't have gone that extra step. I think especially for a man, it's really hard to admit that you cannot provide
Yeah, something's wrong.
the thing needed to create a child, and like kind of like stepping away and being like, I still really want one. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it was probably a really big step for them, a really big deal. He also was like in active alcoholism before I was born, and it was like the year they were trying to conceive, like it all turned around. So very proud for that reason.
That's
but
great.
this is not about Jeff.
Yeah, we can move on from Jeff to bowling.
Yeah.
I'd like to circle back to that.
And
But
I'm
since we were talking
sorry.
about the different dads in your life, I wanted to.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry for my obsession with like we have to get back to bowling, but I feel like y'all will
No,
understand
it's way
why.
more interesting than what you just said, I'm sure.
No. I'm like, it's actually
In the email, you literally wrote bowling, bowling, bowling.
Yeah, I mean, Dottie's a machine. So she apparently
She in a league?
So she's in a league. I don't know why I said apparently. Apparently. So
Apparently, I like to go on the roller coaster.
so we grew up like very much. I'm like
I'm
not.
talking about
I'm
the
ignoring.
video. It was like the news lady was talking to this kid at a place where there's roller coasters. What is that called? An
Amusement park.
And she keeps asking him stuff, and before he says anything, he says apparently, like
Yeah.
at the beginning of every
Oh,
sentence.
yeah, I
He's like,
remember
apparently
that.
I like the roller coaster.
I was like fully teeing you up for that, and then left you. I just was like,
She started looking at me weird, so I was like, let me explain. this.
Hannah.
I ruined it. I'm sorry,
Sorry.
guys.
it's not our fault that you're older than us and you didn't catch that.
Yeah, you're right.
So
It's not our fault you're a millennial.
Yeah.
We're Gen Z.
That's not true.
It is true.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm a Gen Z.
I know she's a Gen Z because I'm a Gen Z.
But y'all are 1 year different, right?
Yeah, Gen Z
6
starts
months.
at 97.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a 95.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I feel like we're in our own group of zillennials.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like you're trying to exclude me from that group.
No,
but
I'm bringing you into it. Zillennial, Gen Z plus millennial.
got it.
We're cusp babies.
We
That's
are
very
on the
kind
cusp.
of you to do for her.
You're young too.
But yeah, we grew up like basically in a bowling alley. I feel like daycare and bowling alley. Dottie has been doing her bowling league since we were very young. So I remember being like tiny little baby in the like daycare room at the bowling alley. She would do it once weekly. And then when her and my dad got divorced, she made a big point to say, I have to go to bowling every week because like that's my sanity. That's my time away from you guys. Like she did a lot of that. And she would go and be with the girls, and they would have like those like nudie cards, like they'd play. Yeah, her and her girls, they had like men in Speedos they're doing like cards with and stuff.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I actually
What's the team name?
oh, I don't know. I think it changes a lot, honestly, depending on like
different league, different team name.
Yeah, but like she's gone to nationals and stuff, and like
gosh.
she's very obsessed. Can I read you guys a text actually?
Yeah. So she's really good at bowling.
She's pretty good.
I'm really bad at it.
Yeah.
I'm very
Me
bad.
too.
Yeah. I need the bumpers up for sure.
Yeah, I always feel a little bit bad asking for bumpers though, since I'm like almost 30.
It's like, do I want to have fun or do I want to hate myself? Put the bumpers up.
You could just sit there and like have it in your lap and roll it like we did when we were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I'm kind of no fun because I got bored of bowling alleys pretty quickly, and it's actually caused like relationship strain before. I don't remember. I don't know if you remember if it was like my ex or something or who it was, but it was like we were talking about going bowling and I was like, it's fine, I'll go, but I prefer to just like sit and like talk to my friends. I don't need to like do a turn. Like I'm okay. I don't need to bowl. I just want to like
literally
hang out.
had a birthday party once at a bowling alley, Lexi.
I think I just wanted my ex to love me.
Yeah.
Like honestly.
I didn't realize it was
This
that
is the ex in question who
you
didn't
didn't-
believe I liked bowling, and I had to like prove myself. I was like,
Yeah.
I can be normal about it. But I was just so used to the bowling alleys. I was like, you go and you watch mom play, or you like entertain yourself. You don't need to go up there. So yeah, what were you gonna say?
Okay, I thought you meant it caused relationship strife between you and your mom that you didn't like bowling.
Oh shit, no.
I
No.
was like Troy Bolton and his dad.
No, exactly.
This is your dream, Dad, not mine.
Yeah, you want to be a
Exactly.
bowler mom, not me.
No, exactly. So I have a problem now in my adulthood, and you know, we live out of state from each other, different states, where I always have like big news happening. I don't need to call her and tell her or like ask for advice, and she's at bowling and there's no signal in the bowling alley, or like not enough for her to be able to pick up, or she's just not going to pick up. So like when I search bowling in my phone, there's so many receipts from Dottie just like prioritizing bowling over everything. Can I share a few?
Yeah, share
yeah.
some.
So we have, this goes back like 6 years from, you know, 1, I am bowling, so don't call. Super cold and high winds. Everything is closed, including bowling. Ugh. Bowling, I will tell more later. Oh yes, done bowling. Actually at the airport again. Don't board first flight until 3:10 Nevada time, so we're getting lunch. Will you be available to give me a ride home when bowling is done? Bowling is done is all one word, no spaces. My fabulous fashion statement today, wearing my compression socks to bowl because we leave for the airport right after bowling.
She loves to go bowl right before she gets on a plane. it sounds
Yeah,
like. She's like, I gotta
Get one in before it's too late.
Yes, this is her self-care ritual. I'm not bowling tonight, but we're out at the lanes. There's so many typos here. It's giving intoxicated. Deb bought me cupcakes for my birthday.
Dead?
Deb. One more text for you guys. I got a new bowling ball, and yes, it smells like grapes. So I would like, as if I would know that.
Yeah, before you would know to
But-
ask. I didn't know you could get scented bowling balls.
Me neither, and I like don't think I like it. I don't think I like that idea.
No, because
Are they supposed
Yeah.
to smell like
then like
grapes?
3 of your fingers are really gonna smell like grapes.
Yeah.
I don't like the way you did that.
That's how you. That's
Yeah,
how
it was scary. But I think my like part of why I wanted to mention this to you guys is like this was such a big, actually it did cause tension between us during COVID, because as soon as like the mask mandates lifted, or it wasn't the masking was still happening, but like the stay at home order had lifted, she was like calling me, and I'm in Austin, and she's like, I'm going to the lanes. Like, and by the way, in Iowa already, those like orders were lifting way too soon. Like everyone was out there when they shouldn't have
Yeah, it was like that in Texas too.
been. Really?
We
Okay.
never had a shutdown in Texas. I'm just going to say
shit.
that right now. Like, it was never where everything was fully closed.
I was in
Yeah.
Austin, so I think everyone was in like their little like
Bubbles.
little bubble there of like, Austin is so severely like progressive that I feel like everyone was like, actually I'm scared. That was my experience of
Yeah.
Austin though. But they were like, we're following the rules. We will be in
Yeah.
our houses and we'll be wearing our masks. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But she called me and she's like, I'm going to the lanes. And I was like, Mom, please no. A few weeks before that, she had been hospitalized for a literal lung infection.
Oh my God.
She was fragile. Like, she's like specifically fragile in her airways. And she's like, I'm going to the lanes. Just wanted to let you know. And I was like, Mom, please no. It's like too soon. Like, you should be in the house. Absolutely not. You're fragile to start, right? And she said, if it's my time, it's my time. About going bowling during COVID-19.
Oh my God.
If
She's
it's
like,
my time,
you don't
it's
understand
my time.
how long it's been since
Like,
I've
this
bowled.
is how I keep my insanity at
Yeah,
bay.
she's like, I have to get away from my husband. And like, so really it's serious for her. So
Oh my
I don't know,
gosh,
it's a big
she's
deal.
dedicated. You and your mom are gonna get matching tattoos
Yes,
when
we
she comes
are.
here.
Of bowling balls?
No.
No, it's not related to the bowling. I just remembered
Yeah.
this fact.
We
Sorry.
are, yeah.
Why are you saying
I hit the mic with my face and then you looked at me right
I
when I
didn't
did
hear it.
that.
I was looking at you more because I was like, you need to talk more like.
Oh, you're getting
Really?
tattoos with your mom.
I am. I actually don't have anything to share about that.
It's
That
just a
is,
cool
like-
thing to do.
Yeah. She started getting tatted recently. So
Yeah, good for you, Dottie.
yeah, it's awesome for her. And it's like, even it's causing some strife with like her and her man. He doesn't want her to
Really?
be having tattoos. He's like, that's not cute. That's,
It's like my body, my choice.
she
hubby.
is, yeah, she's very like into like, fuck that, I'm getting the tattoos. And like, she doesn't care if she comes home and he's like mad about it. So respect to her. She's gonna get as many tattoos as she wants. Like, she's very headstrong and that's kind of her thing. So
She seems very independent. I also wanted to ask you, we're nearing the end.
Yes.
But I wanted to ask you the story about when she told you she had sex before marriage.
oh that was more of like a me problem. But yeah, I remember she raised me very like, we were raised Christian, and I'm not really like practicing in that way now, but we were at like this buffet in Iowa. Do you guys have Ryan's buffets in Texas?
No.
Okay, I know in Iowa they all got shut down because they had like roaches or something, but we were at a Ryan's buffet.
All of them?
Yes, all. And I remember I was like 11 and she shared with my brother, and I don't know how we got it out of her, because I feel like she wasn't like, I want to tell you guys I had sex before marriage.
Yeah.
But I remember her sharing it with me at the Ryan's buffet, or maybe it seems like something an 11-year-old would
Yeah, you might have
ask.
asked about.
Yeah, because
that
I
kind of
think
stuff.
we might have been having like sex ed at school or something. And I was like, Mom, did you have sex before marriage? And she wanted to be an open book for me. Like, I'm really appreciative of her like answering any of my questions that I ever had. Like, she wanted to be open. She wanted to be accommodating to me as a child. And I was such a prick, because as soon as she was like, honestly, yeah, I did. And I really loved your dad, but it was a choice I made. I had sex before marriage. I was fully like sobbing in the Ryans. And I was like, you have betrayed our family. I remember accusing. And I just think like my mom is so strong to deal with like this little like child who's like, you ruined our family. And like, not like, I'm so surprised she continued to be so like open with us, because like, how do you come back from that? Your child is like, fuck you.
Yeah.
For having sex with someone other than my dad. Meanwhile, I didn't even know. I'm thinking like, sex is for like reproduction. That's how my brother and I got here. Like, you had sex before him and I were born. And she's probably like,
Girl,
you don't even
like,
know.
You don't even, yeah. You don't even know how you
But-
got here.
I think I would
Yeah.
laugh if an 11-year-old was like pointing their finger at me like, you whore.
I literally was like, you fucking slut. And like,
Yeah.
the poor thing, she just had to like take it, I feel like. So
She didn't say anything like, no, that's not correct. She was just like, you're right.
I feel like she was like, you're right. Like,
She was probably like, I don't want my 11-year-old daughter to like go fuck someone after this out of like
yeah.
revenge or something.
I think, yeah, she was probably like, this is like, ideally, yes, I would have waited. Like, what do you want me to say to you? You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, she dealt with like a lot of my shit as like a kid. Like, I was very embarrassed of things she would do. Like, I didn't want her to like sing in the car. I didn't want her to sing quietly to herself in the car, because I didn't I didn't want her to like walk around the house without a bra. I didn't want like
Nazi.
I didn't want her to like dance. I didn't want her to like listen to music. Like it was like so terrible.
You don't want her to sing to herself. Like it's not. It's like if you're like, Mom, you're really embarrassing, but you're like only with your immediate family right now, but you're really embarrassing.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
so funny. You know, this reminds me. I asked our mom if she had sex before marriage in a similar way because I had just taken sex ed, and they were like, you can sign this thing that says you're not gonna have sex till marriage, like a little certificate, but also you don't have to sign it. And so I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna sign it or not. And so I asked Mom. I was like, Mom, did you have sex before you married Papa? And she looked at me and she was like, that's a very personal question. And so I was like, okay, so that's a yes.
yeah.
That's an obvious yes.
She didn't answer the question, but she was like, I can't believe you would ask me such a personal thing. How dare you?
You never ask a woman her age or if she had sex before marriage.
Never ask
Or
it.
her weight.
Yeah.
Never. But yeah.
That's funny. It was like you were like a little mom to her.
Yeah, which was unnecessary because I know there's like a lot of like people who very much it's like a parentified like thing. Like their parent needed a lot of help in that way. My mom didn't. Again, Virgo, she had everything on lock. I think I was just like probably mirroring her, like, I don't know, her perfectionism. Like I was like, well, we both have to like, you know, we both have to be on this level of being high achieving little bitches. So yeah, I mean, so she's, yeah. And I was very, I feel like it doesn't make sense looking back how hard I was on her because she was really overall like everything I said to her as a kid, she took seriously. If something hurt, I was at the doctor. Like I had a lot of illnesses and ailments and I was a specialist. I was doing whatever the hell I needed to do. When I had like mental health stuff, she was like, we're going to the therapist. We're going here. So she was like so awesome in that way. And yet I'm coming home and I'm like, put on a fucking bra. Like put on a fucking bra.
This is why
Seriously.
she needed to go bowling. So she could take her bra off.
Like,
She's
God,
trying.
I've taken Lexi to 3 specialists this week and I can't even walk around braless in my own house.
Yes.
I need to throw a ball at some pins, bro.
Yes, I need to get it out. It's because she had like the daycare and she would open the doors for that thing at like 6 a.m. Like she's like, I don't care how early these people need to go to work. I'll roll out of bed and start watching the kids. So sometimes she'd like roll out of bed, start opening the door, letting the kids in. It's like a single lamp is like on in the house. Like it's dark. And she's like, welcome. Okay, have a good day at work. And I'd be like, can you stop like getting those things out? Like I'm so mad at her. She's like, I'm going to put on a bra in 20 minutes. It's just the first kid got here like 5:45 a.m. If you can give me a second. I mean, I just seriously
You were
was such
on
a
her
little
ass.
But yeah, so it was like, it does not make any sense how disrespectful I was.
Now
And
I
she's,
feel bad I'm not wearing a bra right now. I'm like, Lexi's gonna yell at me.
I think she's okay now.
I've healed.
Unless you're embarrassed for Tess.
I'm wearing a big t-shirt.
I'm embarrassed.
Our
No,
mom,
it's
like really made an emphasis on taking her bra off at the end of the day. Like she was in a torture device. She would be like,
yeah.
I get it, girl.
She's like, gotta let the girls free or whatever she said. I was
get
like,
it.
okay.
That's how
Yeah.
one of my very first jokes for stand-up was a joke about masks because I started stand-up in 2020. And I was like, I see my mask the way I see my bra. I'm like, thanks for the support, but get the fuck off me.
I love it.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
They're like, mask?
Yeah.
But yeah, so poor Dottie. Justice for her.
Justice for Dottie.
Yeah.
We do have to wrap.
Yes.
We're right at the end. So is there any lasting words you want to leave us with about Dottie or anything you want to plug?
I think in honor of Dottie, if there's anything you want to do, even if it's dangerous, if it's your time, it's your time. If it's not your time, it's not your time. No, but just shout out to all the moms that like have a really fucking difficult perfectionist child and you still like support them and like work through that because like we're great now. But I know that was hell. Like those teen years are insane. So, no, my Instagram is Lexi Gorman, LEXI GORMAN. Hannah's my best friend.
I love you.
Tess is Hannah's sister, and also
here.
my very good
you're
friend.
You're a part of this.
So I'm honored to be here. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
And thank you to our listeners for listening to another episode of What Moms Say. I will see you next Thursday. Bye.
Bye.